Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about some mistakes I see in your treatment planning of those kind of ish cases, those class 3-ish, those edge to edge. Maybe this probably is like a more severe example. That's, it's hard to find an image I can share that shows exactly, but this is probably more of an example. There's even more subtle examples of this where it's just edge to edge, and it's not that hard to fix. Like, you just need a little lower IPR to fix it. But what happens is that a lot of y'all are like, oh, let's see if I can do this without IPR. Not thinking like, well, click the bolt in, look at the angle and the sagittal position. No, you can't. How? So what happens is when you tell the techs, or when you don't say you specifically want to use only IPR to fix this, or a lower incisor extraction, but that would be for a much more severe case. Of course, all the other option in these type of cases, is you check the Ceph, you check the CBCT, you see, oh, well, maybe these are upright, maybe I can just flare these out a little bit, let's see how much bone I have, let's see the incisor inclination. If you don't take that Ceph, or you don't integrate that CBCT into that plan, you don't know what's best for the patient. So that's why I always crack up. I mean, anytime you have an AP or a sagittal case, you really have to take that Ceph, or if it's an adult, put the CBCT in the plan. If you don't understand the difference in why one and why not the other, it's not just an adult versus kids things. That's not a firm rule. It has to do with the objectives. For a Ceph, it shows us the position not only of the incisors, but the incisors relative to the whole upper jaw, the incisors relative to the upper jaw and the soft tissue of the upper face and the lip, the incisors relative to the cranial base and the skull and the whole face. The CBCT doesn't show me that. All it shows me is there bone for me to move these teeth forward or back? That's it, or out. That's it. That doesn't tell me anything else in terms of facial harmony, how this is going to work for the patient. So now you guys are understanding that if you don't think about your case, you just, import your case, click this like engine, I'm not going to say the names, ooh, just let them do it for me through my preferences. Oh my God, you're getting this cookie cutter, AI cookie cutter AI cookie cutter bot outcome. I'm gonna start trademarking this. AI cookie cutter bot orthodontic outcome. That's it. And I can spot these cases. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at them. I don't even have to know. I click on them like, that's an AI bot engine that did this. So junk. So sorry, a little bit of my dialect came out. I'm very frustrated about this. But so if you don't tell them what to do, then what they're going to do is they're going to try to do hocus pocus magic on your front teeth to make this work. Hocus pocus magic on the front teeth means that they're going to try to take these front teeth and like lift them forward and down, like pull them down to make this happen. That doesn't work. Plus, it also pushes them out of the bone. Did you look at the Ceph to see if you could do that? Did you look at the CBCT if you could do that? Sometimes you guys aren't taking your Cephs and your CBCTs. You're looking at this magical case that this bot AI robot thing for treatment planning did, and you're like, that looks nice. It looks magical. Yeah, it was magical. It's not working. So sorry to tell you. I mean, I realize that AI does a lot of your treatment planning, and that's just part of how computers work, right? I'm sure they have humans looking at them too, but these humans are not US licensed, and they're not US orthodontists. And even if they are, they don't really have a vested interest in your case. I don't think you guys get the difference is when you don't personally know and you're not personally contracted, you don't personally work for that orthodontist or with that orthodontist, they do not personally have a vested interest in the outcome of your case. I care. So anyways, hopefully this helps, because I'm just getting so frustrated. I feel like it's happening so much worse than it ever was, and the outcomes are terrible. They're really bad. I haven't seen damage happen, knock on wood. I'm really glad that song came out by Taylor Swift, but knock on wood. So anyways, all right. That is the end of a very fun lecture today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. You can tell. Take care.